So your buddies are giving you grief and your favorite honey won't ride with you in your off-road vehicle because you don't have any sound. You did all the research, you did all the checking around, you listened to all the excitement, and you found out KICKER makes the best power bar for features, output, and performance. So you went out and did the logical thing, you bought yourself one. So now you've taken it out of the box and we've got one right here in front of us. We need to mount this to our golf car in this case. So we're gonna look at a couple different things and you're gonna need a couple tools to mount this properly. First of all, you're gonna need a 5 and a 6 millimeter Allen wrench. You'll also wanna get some wire cutters and some wire ties. Now these aren't just for holding down wires, these have a very special application, especially if you're trying to do this on your own. So once you get this power bar unboxed, you're gonna find a couple pieces inside. First of all, you're gonna find these great little brackets. Now these brackets mount on top, as you see here. They do mount in two different orientations, so they've got a slight slope to them. So you wanna make sure you get those in the proper orientation, and you're gonna take these 5 millimeter bolts, drop them through the bracket, and they're gonna screw into the mounting location. Now, if you notice, this power bar has several different mounting locations. So what we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna use either the outer two mounting locations, the inner two, or we can stagger them. You do not wanna use both mounting locations on one side because this is a seriously heavy power bar. That's why you're gonna need the wire ties. So once you've got the orientation correct on these brackets and you got them tightened up, we're gonna take this power bar and we're gonna mount it on the golf cart. You've got a 1.5, a 1 3/4, and a 2-inch round bracket. You have an optional accessory pack which you can buy, which will give you a 3/4, a 1 and 1 1/4 inch square bracket. We're gonna use the 3/4 inch square brackets on the golf cart right behind me. So let's grab these brackets and go. And something else that's kind of cool, just to make sure it doesn't slip, you've got these awesome little rubber bands. Now what these do, they actually go inside these brackets, so when it clamps down, there's a little bit of a cushion and a little bit of rubber force to make sure the bar doesn't swing and rotate. So don't forget to use these little rubber bands inside those mounting brackets. So let's take it over to the golf cart, let's mount it and see how it works. We're back over here at the front of our E-Z-Go. We got our power bar station ready to go. I've taken the liberty to loosen up the roof. Got this nice little prop here, gives us plenty of room to work. And I've taken those wire ties, I've made a couple loops on the bar. This is where these helping hands are gonna come in really handy. They're gonna be the steady hands that are gonna help you mount this power bar by yourself because once again, this thing is stout, it is heavy. We're gonna simply take it, slide it in this loop of the wire ties. That's gonna hold the back of the power bar. I'll take the other set of wire ties and loop it in the front. Now I can cinch the wire ties up to bring it to the proper mounting height. And I wanna make sure that I've got this centered exactly where I want it centered. We'll then take our rubber straps. We'll wrap our rubber straps around the bar in line with the screws for the brackets. We got all our hardware stationed ready to go. We'll take the bracket, put it in place. Take our Allen wrench and our screw, our 5 millimeter Allen wrench. Now I could start these screws, and remember these screws start in at an angle. So make sure you know exactly the orientation the screws are gonna go in. Once you get one screw started, do not tighten it down all the way. Leave it loose. Now we'll go to the other side. Grab our rubber strap. Make sure our wire tie is out of the way. Wrap the rubber strap around the bar. Hold it in place with this bracket. Grab our third screw. Start it. Grab the final screw. Always works out the last screw goes in the easiest. Now that we know we have it exactly centered where we want it, we've got the right orientation on the brackets, we'll go ahead and tighten them all up. Now that all the brackets are tight, we can take our little support out from under the top, and if you notice, the top fits back on exactly the way it was before we mounted the power bar. Plenty of clearance. So now that's left to do is to go ahead and remove the wire ties. And you can do that by sliding them off or cutting them, and then go ahead and mount the wire to the bar, connect it to power, and you're good to go.